G'day world, Chris Hogan coming to you live from Myriad 2018, and thanks to Everledger and Invest Sunshine Coast, I have with me Jason Titman, COO of Neto. How are you, Jason?
G'day Chris, g'day guys. Yeah, great actually. It's been pretty pumped. You always kind of drink the Kool-Aid when you get to an event like this. There's been a few people from overseas which I've sort of been able to catch up, and some locals, and also quite a few people travel. So it's been a great day actually.
Fantastic. And of course, for those that don't know, Neto is a e-commerce software.
Yeah, I guess we like to describe ourselves as a e-commerce platform or a retail management platform that kind of is agnostic to the sales channel. So once a product-based retailer has listed their product on Neto, we enable them to sell in their point of sale, online store, or in marketplaces such as eBay and Amazon. But then what we do is on the back end, and that's the real strength of Neto, where we enable them to have visibility of their inventory across all of those channels, and then we enable them to consolidate their shipping, print multiple shipping labels, to accept the payment, and then they push it out to their accounting platform. So fully cloud-based, and that's particularly focused for the SME space, so the small to medium enterprise businesses.
And a Brisbane-born company.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, 8 years ago, really, essentially, Neto was Brisbane-born, bootstrapped, started in a warehouse out there at Capella, moved to Mount Gravatt. We're in South Brisbane now with about 140 staff. Being sold in or used in 21 countries, and our real focus now is starting to move into the North American market. 3 years ago, Telstra became a major shareholder in Neto, and particularly as we start to internationalise our platform and move into international markets, we've got a lot of conversations with a lot of US investors actually. So exciting times. Everybody's just kind of focused on delivering, a fantastic product that meets what the market's expecting, and in fact, delivering to them things that they don't even realise that they need to make it a seamless experience for retailers and wholesalers.
Yep. Fantastic. And so going global, some challenges associated with that. Most of the team are based here, or all of the team?
No, definitely we're starting to, as a company, understand about what it's like to work remotely. So we've got somebody in Toronto at the moment, we've got somebody in New Jersey, we've got a New Zealand head of country in New Zealand, we've had a head of Southeast Asia up there in Southeast Asia, we've got a team over in Hong Kong, but most of us are here in Brisbane, and I suppose an important component is, even though we're looking at going global, and we've got a lot of interest in investment from the US, we really do intend to retain our head office here in Brisbane, in Queensland, and branch out though from there. So challenges definitely. We still, there's not necessarily standards of payment gateways globally, so we have to make sure we integrate with payment gateways. That's the first thing. The second thing is marketplaces. There are different marketplaces in operation, so we have to have integrations with those. And then shipping and logistics carriers. Once again, they're still quite localised in markets. And the fourth one is taxation. So our platform from a product perspective actually has to be done first, and then we can move in and start selling and marketing properly in each of those countries.
Yeah, and I guess some great stories coming from the likes of other Australian-born payment gateways like Afterpay, who are going global now. So
those guys, are just shooting through some amazing growth, and that deferred payment gateway. When we see it, it is amazing. I mean, we've got retailers now that tell us that their sales are up 30 or 40%. Yeah. On the basis of offering deferred payment options such as Afterpay. So, yeah, great success story with Nick and Fabio and the team there, so it's really good.
Yeah, we had a great time with Nick last time we spoke with him. So, what are some of the other things? Is there anything else on the horizon? I mean, you've covered a lot already.
The horizon, I suppose. I guess the big thing that we're starting to kind of focus on is becoming much more agnostic to that sales channel, as we sort of talk about that, and marketplaces. So offering integrations with Trade Me over in New Zealand, with Catch, building out on our Amazon integration. So that's the really big focus, because in Australia, online marketplace sales only account for about 40%, but in countries such as the US, it's over 60%. Up in Southeast Asia, it's over 60% of online transactions are actually occurring through marketplaces. So that's the important thing, and I guess that's a big focus of what Neto's offering to its customers, that ability to sell their products in any of those marketplaces without having to separately list on each of them. And it's that seamless integration, which is what we're really focusing on.
Yeah, fantastic. Fantastic. Thanks.
Plenty of challenges, but lots of fun.
And how do people stay abreast of what Neto's up to? What's the best way to do that?
Yeah, I guess through our netohq.com, we've got a lot of interactions with portals there now. People can certainly sign up and they can watch what we're doing. So we're publishing lots of videos, we're moving around all the time talking about Neto. We're doing lots of publications, lots of blogs, lots of podcasts, and we've got the traditional e-newsletter too that they can sign up. So lots of ways to stay in touch with Neto, or get on and start a trial is probably the best way, and understand a bit more, and we've captured you then and we can have a good conversation with you.
Yeah, great. Thanks so much for your time, Jason. Fantastic. And great story about going global. It is a challenge, but many people are overcoming it, and the world's getting smaller and smaller as we speak.
It sure is, and I think there's going to be a big consolidation in this space over the next few years. We're all even starting to see it. When you think about Australia, it's got 1% of total retail trade. So, for a SaaS platform such as Neto, our future is certainly about going global, because there's another 99% total addressable market out there. So, we're very excited about what we've achieved to date, but certainly when we start looking at that total addressable market from a global perspective, we're very excited. Very excited.
And it's important to say that you can have multiple marketplaces with Neto, addressing multiple countries and whatnot.
Yeah, I think cross-border trade is really important, and there are so many Australian retailers and wholesalers that have fantastic product that the rest of the world wants to get. But just selling through that front-end website really isn't enough. It's actually got to be on marketplaces for a whole range of reasons. And I guess that's where our focus is on providing that opportunity for an Australian retailer or a wholesaler to list on these marketplaces in these countries, and truly they can sell to the world. So that not only have we enabled that for them, but they've enabled themselves to sell their product globally. Yeah.
Fantastic. Thanks, Jason.
Thank you.
Keep watching. We're coming to you live tomorrow from Myriad as well. Thanks to Everledger and Invest Sunshine Coast for bringing Beach City to Myriad. And keep watching on facebook.com/Beach City Live. And you can find us on YouTube as well. Just search for Beach City. Cheers.
Beach City, hey?
That's